So last night I was trying to figure out a video to make and what I wanted the topic to be. This video is probably going to have different parts, so part 1, part 2, part 3, but I just jotted down the first 3 things that popped up in my mind that keep me disciplined. Might even add a number for this one. I don't know. Y'all see. Y'all will find out. At number 1, the first thing I wrote down is that everything in life is a choice. Good choices always lead to good consequences or good results, while bad choices usually, keyword usually, lead to bad consequences or bad results that you don't want. Y'all gonna have to excuse the squinting. I got the sun in my eye. The moment I get sun in my eyes, I start to squint a bit. And I might look a little bit pissed, but I ain't, trust me. But anyway, everything in life is a choice. That comes down to the moment you wake up, whether you decide to snooze your alarm, or if you get up once your alarm goes off. I notice myself, there are times I'm gonna hit the snooze button and go back to sleep. And as soon as I do that, I'm already behind. So 99% of the cases, as soon as my alarm goes off, I'm up and I'm ready to go. I wanna get the day started. I wanna do what I've got planned out. Because as soon as you take that first little L right there, you're already behind. The thing that's nice about choices is that you decide whether you want to go left or you want to go right. You decide if you want to make that good choice or that bad choice. And in most cases, you know whether that choice that you've taken is either going to result in something good or is it going to result in something that you don't like. So why make life harder for yourself and make the incorrect choice that'll lead to something that you most likely don't want to deal with? The easiest example I can use for myself has to come down to food. 100%. 90 to 95% of the time, I'd say I'd eat pretty clean. 5% of the time I don't. And all of it's a choice. All of it is a choice. I know what certain foods do to my body and my mind and stuff like that. So I'd rather just avoid that and keep it at bay. Keep it at bay, keep it under control. And sometimes, indulge in it. Like, when I go sit here and lie, like, cake and chocolate is good. It tastes good, but we know the results of it. So why would I continuously choose to eat that when I have other nutritious foods, fruits, veg, lean meats, things of that sort, that keep me on track, keep my mind right, keep me feeling good? You know what I mean? So just make the easy, simple choice, and you'll always thank yourself later. And number 2, I wrote down that I love the journey. Sometimes I like it more than the end result, even though the end result is good. And I wrote that down because when you reach the end result, you can always look back at what you had to do to get to where you want to be. And that actually leads me into number 3, but I'm gonna keep talking about this a little bit more. Basically, what I mean by loving the journey is that you have to love putting in the work. I love putting in the work, all the small details, because you find out so many things about yourself that you didn't know when you want to be disciplined, especially up here. And I always go back to this, man. Like, once you're good up here, everything else falls into place, right? So just loving that journey. The fact that you have to put in work to get to where you want to be, that's the second thing that definitely keeps me disciplined. Point number 3, the last point that keeps me disciplined has to be the fact that once I've gone through something, it makes it easier the second time around. And what I mean by that is that once I've done something, I know it's hard, I know it's difficult. Once I've gotten through it and gotten to where I want it to be, then the second time around is going to be a lot easier because I know what I have to go through. I know what kind of work I have to put in, and even if it's difficult, I'm going to be willing to do it because of the fact that I've done it before. And the fact that I've done it before can also make me push a little bit extra, take it a little further. And that's what I meant a couple points back where I said that you find out so many things about yourself. You find out how much you can push. You find out how much you can go by just being a bit more disciplined. Because once you start that train of good choices, it just continues. And if you make a bad choice, sometimes it's okay. It happens. We're human. We're not perfect, right? It's gonna happen. You kind of have to expect it. But if you make that bad choice, you know what it'll lead to. So it's like one good choice after another after another. It just makes things a lot easier to be disciplined. And that's what I mean by it makes things easier the second time round, because the fact that you know what's gonna happen, you know what you have to go through, and it makes things 10 times easier for yourself. All right, that's it. 3 things that keep me disciplined. Like I said, I think this is gonna be a bit of a series video, maybe like a 2-part, 3-part video. If there's anything that keeps y'all disciplined, go ahead, drop it in the comments. Like the video, subscribe for more content. Follow me on Instagram, links below in the description, and I'll catch you on the next video.